one. So it's about 10 a.m. and we made it to Cloud Cap on Mount Hood. So we're just taking a look around. There's some cool cabins and just some beautiful scenery before we get started. It is warm, but with a nice cool breeze, and it's just the perfect day, and the views are unbelievable. So we are already thoroughly enjoying ourselves and we haven't even started yet. Here's just some scenery. So yeah, it's gorgeous. The mountain looks right there, like I could throw a rock at it. It's amazing. Yeah, so we are basically just gonna throw on our packs and just walk until we don't want to anymore for the day, and then we're just gonna set up camp somewhere. Either find a nice camp spot. We have a general route planned. And so in about 5 miles there are some camp spots that we could grab if we feel like it, or we could keep walking in backcountry camp. So yeah, it's basically the plan. We're pretty stoked and really ready to kind of enjoy the weekend. So I have no doubt I'll check in later. Off we go.
I am the group leader. Morning. I'm gonna have bruised pecs. It's
Probably.
really digging in. Right underneath.
That's where I usually get it when we first start out and it's heavy. Alright, let's go, man.
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal slip. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. I was not born to drown. Baby, come on. Forget what Father Brennan said. We were not born in sin. Leave a note on your bed. Let your mother know you're safe. And by the time she wakes, we'll have driven through the state.
The trail used to be way up there. We passed a reroute pretty close to the trail, where they just had some markers. Yeah, first so I can get some water.
Here's our trail crossing. Should be crazy. Alright, that was awesome. Just did our first water crossing. First real water crossing. We've done small little streams that have been overflowing because of the snow melt this year, but that was a real mountain stream going very fast, and we had to walk over. We didn't get wet, but we had to walk over logs and got my adrenaline pumping, and that was so much fun. But made it across, and up we go. It extends further than I'm used to. So there's the trail we just came from. You can see all the switchbacks kind of across the way that we've already done. And here's our view. Looks like some of the smoke and fog is clearing up, and we get an amazing view of the gorge and Hood River and everything beyond. On we go. We're going a nice slow pace today. Not feeling the need to really push ourselves and go fast and do whatever, because all we're doing is hiking until we don't want to and then camping, so we're just enjoying ourselves. It is nothing but dust, like sand dust, which means the ground is a little less than stable, but we're just enjoying these views. There, just taking a quick break, have some snacks and water and just chill. Here's Corey taking a nap on his pack. We're about to get heading out because we heard from another hiker that there's some people with an aggressive dog that's off leash. So we're gonna get moving in a moment, but here's where we're chilling for the time being. So yeah. So, looks like we're leaving the dust finally and getting onto some actual dirt rock paths, which is kind of a relief at this point. Hence the buff around my neck. I've been having to breathe through it just because the dust has been insane. Sorry about that, but had a guy interrupt my video. So full disclosure, I totally biffed it back there before the waterfall. But you know, it's kind of good to know, because I fell with my full pack on, which is like 30 to 40 pounds, and no injury, feeling just fine. So yeah, doing good. Finally getting to the meadows.
Timberline loop is only like 8,000 elevation.
Yeah.
I could be wrong, it's 24,000.
Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal slip. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. Pack yourself a toothbrush, dear. Pack yourself a favorite blouse. Take a withdrawal slip. Take all of your savings out. 'Cause if we don't leave this town, we might never make it out. I was not born to drown. Baby, come on. Forget what Father Brennan's.
So we could get a really close up of Fiscal Falls.
So we weren't going to because we just took a break like 2 hours ago, but this little waterfall rock slide area is absolutely mind-bogglingly gorgeous, and there's just some awesome things to explore and look at and just kind of enjoy ourselves. And again, it's only 2 o'clock. So we've been at it for a while. Again, we're kind of going slow, which is kind of intentional. We're only out here for 2 days, which means we're not trying to push miles and really beat it. We could if we wanted to, but we're just out here to enjoy ourselves and enjoy carrying our packs and seeing the sights. So with that being said, we are taking another break, but this one's kind of an adventure break. Corey's off looking at the waterfall more upstream, and I am chilling, enjoying the sun, which I think I'm getting a bit too much of, but hey, what can you do? And enjoying the views. I can actually see, we're on Hood, and I can see Helen's and Rainier and a few others, and it's just amazing.
Also doing the same thing in a couple miles to the south coast.
Oh yeah. Alright, we're about a mile from camp for the night. We're about to hit our 5th water crossing for the day. It looks like a big one, so we're hoping there's a good spot to cross. People have been coming this way, so I'm sure there is. Yeah, we're both sore, but doing quite well, and we're looking forward to camp and another day at it. Alright, I don't know if you can hear me over the roar, but the water is pretty intense. We just passed a couple of other hikers, and they said that there was a good water crossing below, so we're gonna give it a try. But yeah, that's probably the worst, like as in the most rapid and the most full that we've done so far today, and there's been a few that has gotten my heart pumping a bit and adrenaline running, so we're gonna go try it. big giant rapids right above, so this should be fun. Babe! Yeah.
That's from snow.
Yeah.
You'd think that like 5 hours and the whole mountain would be gone.
You would think so. Babe, undo your strap. I don't know if you can hear me over the water, but we're on the other side, and there didn't seem to be a trail. On the other side, there was a perfectly maintained trail until we hit the river, and the river is nothing but rock bed and water, and obviously the water is massively overflowing this year. But it was a pretty well cut out path, and we crossed, and there's not a trail in sight all the way up the canyon, and we noticed on one side of the river there's a bunch of rock cairns, and on the other side there are rock cairns slowly leading down the path, but there is no trail. It's just follow the rock cairns, like connect the dots. And we were just discussing the amazing fact of this is why when you're hiking you don't build rock cairns, because the ones that are here were obviously put here, or at least we looked at GPS, and according to GPS we are on trail. So, you know, obviously we're assuming that the rock cairns, because they're evenly spaced, they are kind of expertly put up there. They don't look like the artwork, the kind of cairn artwork that you see everywhere, where just a bunch of them randomly put up in fun spot to be. They are very intentionally placed along the riverbank on this side. But this is why you don't build rock cairns just randomly when you're hiking, because most of the time on rugged trail where there isn't a cut trail, it's used for navigational purposes. And if you build one, it could mean somebody gets lost in the wilderness. So thankfully we have GPS, which means no matter what, we'll be pretty fine, and we know how to read it, and we know, you know, where we're going. So, you know, we're not too worried about it, and worst absolutely comes to worst, we cross and camp somewhere on the other side. But we're feeling pretty good about our situation at the moment. We're not worried at all. But it's just kind of funny that it's a very solid example of why you just don't build rock cairns for fun. Yeah. So, some awesome views, but we're just gonna keep on heading towards camp. So yeah, trail, super rugged. would have no idea it was here if it weren't for the cairns, but looks like we found the trail. So yeah, pretty intense. Definitely definitely the most rugged thing we've done so far, and we're kicking ass. So onward and upward.
So we just woke up a little bit ago. We're getting a late start just because we got a late bedtime last night. Got to camp a bit late, but I meant to do a video at that point, but we were so tired and so hungry that we just kind of found camp, set up camp, ate food, and went to bed. But yeah, got a great spot right next to the meadow, but just outside of it, and got to try out our cook stove and everything, and all went pretty well. So yeah, today we're just about to go we dry camped last night, so we're about to get up and go get some water, and which is just around the corner in the meadow, and then we're gonna come back, get breakfast, and then get started.
Alright, we're just been finishing up a late breakfast. We had to go filter some water and we got up late and stuff, so we're getting a pretty late start, but having some oatmeal and
tea.
And tea.
Caffeine.
And we're still sitting in our tent, but we are about to finish breakfast and get moving. There's a lot of smoke in the air today, and we can smell it and we can see it, but it's making everything look super pretty. So we started our day with like 0.3 going to get water through a gorgeous meadow. So
Pictures to follow.
yeah, so it was a good little warm up to our mostly uphill hike today, so should be fun. Alright, so just got to one of the glacial water crossings. We just have about 2-ish miles to go for the day. We're actually making pretty awesome time compared to yesterday. So we just stopped for a moment to have some lunch and kind of chill. We know that the last mile-ish is going to be a beast because it's all uphill, so we're just kind of
500 feet up a hill and then more.
yeah. So we're just enjoying ourselves, and it's getting on in the evening, but not
evening yet.
It's almost
It's
evening.
hiker evening. It's not evening.
It's like
It's not
4
even 4
o'clock or something. But we are doing all right, especially for the late start we got. So we're just chilling. This is pretty much where we took one of our breaks yesterday. So we're just like right off the trail, and we are cooking some food. So, alright, we made it back to the car. I haven't done anything since lunch. It is, I don't even know what time it is. It's getting on in the evening, sun just set, and we are so tired. So we had a insane final crossing. Yesterday it was our first crossing, and the river was high. It was our first crossing. You had to cross on logs, which were kind of slick, not steady. And so it got the adrenaline pumping, and yesterday it was like fucking awesome. That's fantastic. Like, it was crazy and exciting. But yesterday we got to it in the morning, which is always when you should do crossings. Today we got to it in the evening, quite late in the evening. So we got to it and it was raging. We hadn't seen anybody in hours. It was just us, and the logs that were there were still there, but one had been moved, and most of the rocks that we used to help cross the first time were completely submerged, and the water was white and rushing. And so we actually tried to find several ways to do it, and we just couldn't get across. And we thought we might have to ford, but we finally ended up like scooting across the logs on our butts, and it took some upper body strength and some serious route finding. It was pretty hard and kind of scary, but it was awesome, and we made it across. And then that final uphill, after we were soaked and tired, was kind of grueling, but now we are going to drive home and get some food. And I'm sad that it's over, but I'm looking forward to a shower, so